trading the non-farm numbers and a quick win. Another red news event and managing to pull some profit out of the markets very quickly. Please remember to click subscribe, and if you'd like to find out more about the way that we trade, check out my website, which is www.uktoasia.com. So it's the 2nd of November 2018, 12:27 London time. And you can see, looking at Forex factory calendar, there's two red news events coming out, one on the CAD, Canadian dollar, and one on the US dollar at 12:30. Got employment change, unemployment rate, and then with the US dollar, average hourly earnings, non-farm employment change, and unemployment rate. This can be a big mover. So I'm going to be looking in on this just to show another video of how we trade red news at the Price Action Traders Institute. Okay, I'll pause for a moment and come back if I can get any trades off on this. When the news events kick in, I'll start recording again and show you how we trade these red news events. Okay, back again, 10 seconds to go before these news events are released. Going to be initially watching the CAD Japanese yen and the US dollar Japanese yen, just to get a gauge as to what's moving, if anything. So we're seeing US dollar strength. Right, now we can start looking at some of the other pairs. Seeing the US dollar strength slightly. Like I say, not a big move, but worth gauging for the moment. Okay, let me just measure that, see what we've made. Yeah, see, it's only 17 pips. It's nothing at all, not for a red news event trade. See if this starts to pick up at all. Canadian dollar's not doing a great deal. That US dollar CAD is being driven by that slight move on the US dollar. Nothing happening with the Canadian dollar right now. 18, 19 pips approximately on that candle. Again, let's see what this US dollar's doing. Okay, I'm going to have one shot on the US dollar Japanese yen, and I'll take this long, looking for further upside movement. Put my stop loss in just in case it spins back. You can see my 10 pip stop loss there, how wide that gap is, showing that there's not a great deal of movement right now. So let's just see what this does. Check the Canadian dollar again. I think we're seeing some weakness in the Japanese yen right now, so that could be what's pushing that Canadian dollar Japanese yen up. US dollar, Canadian dollar pulling back a little bit. So let's see. I'll pause for a moment rather than just sitting watching this screen not doing a great deal. I'll pause for a moment and I'll be back soon. See how this trade's doing. Back again just to show you this second trade that I've taken. I've taken a trade on the US dollar, Canadian dollar. Starting to see a move on the Canadian dollar there. You can see the weakness happening, and the US dollar, slight strength that we were seeing just now. Possibly pushing that up, but that Canadian dollar is really starting to move now. Okay, I'll let these run. I've got a 20 pip take profit set on both. So just sit back there and let these run, see what they do. Okay, back just to show you this third trade that I've taken. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Taking this short, looking for further downside movement on the weakness of the Canadian dollar. That may be held. We were seeing a little bit of weakness on the Japanese yen. This could be held, but I thought I'd give it one shot because that was starting to move off. Starting to see a little bit of strength on that US dollar as well now. And so just see how these play out. Okay, I'll pause again and I'll be back soon just to let you know how these do. Back again with an update. We're seeing this US dollar Japanese yen starting to push through that 0-0 level, looking for it to break this level, this overnight high that we've seen, to be able to stand to this trade. 6 minutes to run left on this candle. The US dollar Canadian dollar moving up nicely towards that take profit that I've set up there. And Canadian dollar, Japanese yen being held a little bit at the moment. We're seeing that Canadian dollar weakness, but the Japanese yen weakness is just holding that steady at the moment. Let's flick through just to see what's happening. I'll pause for now and be back again with an update when I get closer towards the this candle closing. Okay, I'll be back soon. Okay, back with a quick update just to let you know that I've punched out of those trades now. We're getting very close to this candle closing, and with our criteria I would have had to have punched out of these two trades anyway, the US dollar Japanese yen, Canadian dollar Japanese yen, US dollar CAD. It punched up very close to taking profit, started to pull back a little bit, so I've punched out of that. Okay, I'll be back soon with a summary and just to let you know how I did on those three trades. Quick roundup on those three trades that I took on the red news events for the Canadian dollar and the US dollar. US dollar Japanese yen, I took this at 97. Price started to move up a little bit, you can see on this candle here, and I ended up getting out of this for break even. Gained nothing, lost nothing. So break even on the US dollar Japanese yen. US dollar Canadian dollar, you saw me take this at 93. Watch price go up, and I got out just as it spiked up the top there and ended up making 15 pips on that. And the Canadian dollar Japanese yen, took this short as the Canadian dollar started to weaken over that news event, and I ended up punching out of this for just plus 6 pips. So just those few minutes trading now, I managed to take 21 pips, giving me a profit of 0.81% on my capital. There'll be another video following this one. Within the next couple of hours, hopefully I'll be able to get this one out, and that shows me trading yesterday, and that shows everyday trading throughout the London session, and also incorporating a red news event, giving me a really good result for yesterday. So that's all for now. Please remember to hit subscribe and hit the bell to get notifications as and when these videos come out. And if you'd like to find out more about the way that we trade, go to my website, which is www.uk2asia.com, and all the information you need you'll find there. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.